Okay, so what I went with is this prefabricated plastic panel with 3 cubbies. I was thinking about building something like this myself and selling it, but somebody's already gotten to it, and they did a pretty good job with this. The cubbies could be a little bit bigger. They're a little bit undersized for the cubbies and slider door, but they're still reasonably very close to it, and it's a good job with the product. It does definitely add some nice storage capacity. You can see I went ahead and wrapped it in foam. I used some of my extra foam here just to kind of put over some of the spots where it touches the metal. It's also insulated on the inside of my slider door, which I'll show you later. But just to get a little more, call it dampening, make sure there's no vibration of this plastic on the metal or anything like that. I just used a couple extra little strips here in the bottom too. This is the top side of the cubby, and you can see how I wrapped my upholstery, my fabric, around the top of it, first gluing inside these cubbies, which is pretty challenging. You can see that, you know, they do go down their recess, which is very nice. They have a nice lip here to hold stuff in, but the glue I used soaked right through my fabric. It's a problem I've had with this fabric, and it's a problem I've had with multiple glues. The glue also, which is a spray adhesive, ran down. That spray adhesive I used is this one here, the 3M rubber and vinyl number 80 spray adhesive. Granted, it does say it's for rubber and vinyl. It works good for the foam that is underneath this. Gives a little extra padding and also sound and thermal insulation, but it clearly did not work with my fabric here, same as my wall panels. I did not use this spray adhesive on my wall panels. I used, I think it was number 90 or 91 of 3M's product, which did work reasonably well. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try a different adhesive that I bought. It says EM6000. It comes in a tube, and I think they also make it in a spray adhesive. I also bought, just to be sure, in case it doesn't work, because it's quite a big space and area to have to cover, I bought this Gorilla spray adhesive, which I'm not sure how it's going to work, so I've got some spare fabric here and so forth to try that out. By the way, that rubber, that red spot on the side there, that's my laser stop indicator in my garage here. I'm out of bench space to work on this. I'm working on the garage floor. You see, I got everything I need. I got my paper towels, I have my gloves, I've got a glue brush, you know, my marking pen, wax marking pen. I've got my scissors. And certainly some other fabric and paper towels here to all work, to hopefully make this all work and go smoothly. I've already cut out another piece of fabric to go over this one that looks so crappy. I just can't stand it, it's so bad. I'm not going to redo the cubbies. Those will be kind of obscured a little bit in the shadows anyways. It won't look great, but at least the outer layer will look much better. And I've already cut out the openings for the recess. I've put some little call it stress relievers here, so as I pull this fabric, if there's a little bit of kind of looseness in one direction or another, I can pull a little bit that way. And then of course also around the corners here. I'm not sure if this is a perfect way. This is not based on any particular pattern or knowledge other than just my attempt here. And what I've to relieve some of that tension and really wrap it around these curved corners of this piece that matches the curves in the slider door. So anyways, I did that, and then you can see I also did my markings on it with my wax marker, wax pen, and that way I can, what my plan is here is I'm going to apply glue to the top side of this, let it kind of get just dry ever so slightly. It's going to probably dry anyways because I have a lot to cover here, and unfortunately that tube and spreading it is going to go very slowly, but I'm going to do my best to do it quickly, spread it around. It'll probably start setting up within a minute or two, so I've got to move very quickly, and then I'm going to flip this over onto this lined up with my markings, and I'm going to hope that it's going to adhere well. I'm going to flip it back over, take my roller brush, roll it out, or roller wheel I mean, roll it out, make sure I got any crease anything smoothed out, and then I'll probably flip it back over, glue down these edges here, and also these flaps here. So it's going to be a multi-step process. It's the best I know how to do it. If you have any suggestions, please let me know and let others know so we can all learn and improve and do better on the next build out that someone's doing. All right, hope this helps. Thanks. I'll give you an update when this is done.